Hello everyone, welcome on House News with me, Dadi Ramadan. In this episode, we'll present you the latest information coming from the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia. And now, let's see the headlines for today. The KSAP of the House received a visit from China's National People's Congress to explore opportunities to strengthen trade and export cooperation between the two countries. Gaza's health ministry says over 40,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli attacks, with many more buried under rubble and threatened by illness. The Japanese delegation meets with Commission 1 of the House to discuss efforts to strengthen bilateral ties between the two countries. Commission 1 of the House continues deliberations on the bills concerning defense agreements with 5 countries: India, France, the United Arab Emirates, Cambodia, and Brazil. YouTuber and composer Alfiref released his latest masterpiece, The Guardian of Nusantara, as a way to commemorate the 79th anniversary of Indonesia's Independence Day. Marking 75 years of established bilateral cooperation with the People's Republic of China, the KSAP of the House welcomed a visit from the National People's Congress of China to discuss trade cooperation, investment, and stability issues in the South China Sea.
Vice Chairperson of BKSAP of the House, Putu Supatmarudana, stated China has supported Indonesia in many occasions of international dialogue forums. In terms of trade sector, the trade value between Indonesia and China currently reaches $130 billion. Regarding stability issues in the South China Sea, Putu assured relevant ASEAN countries would be invited to collaborate on finding joint solutions.
Bahwa isu-isu yang menyangkut perdagangan akan memberi devisa kepada negara-negara ini. Yang kedua, investasi akan menguntungkan juga secara ekonomi kedua negara. Manfaat positif, hal itulah yang kita akan bangun dan dorong. Tentu kita dari hamba ini parlemen ingin terus memberikan masukan dan mengawasi pemerintah untuk tetap dalam koridor tersebut. Nah, kita tentu bersyukur bahwa sampai saat ini semuanya masih berjalan baik, dan kita di ASEAN juga ingin memastikan duduk bersama negara-negara ASEAN yang langsung bersinggungan dengan Laut Cina Selatan untuk duduk ingin memastikan bagaimana mencari win-win solution atau solusi yang tetap mengawal dan memberikan kedaulatan penuh kepada negara yang berdaulat di wilayah tersebut sesuai dengan hukum internasional.
In addition, Putu Supatma confirms plan to arrange regular visits and discussions to achieve productive cooperation offering broad benefits to both nations and their communities. Vincent Nbari, TVR Parlemen, report.
The KSAP of the House believes more efforts are urgently needed to end the genocide against Palestine. They also emphasized the importance of international collaboration to hold Israel accountable for its actions and to protect the rights of the Palestinian people.
Vice Chairperson of BKSAP of the House, Sukamta, mentions support from superpower countries for Israel has caused Israel to ignore global criticism of its action against Palestine. Therefore, more efforts are needed to hold Israeli leaders accountable. Economic policy measures such as reducing reliance on products associated with Israel could be considered as a form of protest against Israel. This approach has the potential to impact the market share of Israeli products.
Tekanan negara-negara besar, sebab PBB sekalipun sudah nggak dipedulikan oleh Israel. Satu-satunya bahasa yang bisa dilakukan ya bahasa ekonomi. Boykot itu salah satu yang bisa dilakukan oleh warga negara dunia, termasuk warga negara Indonesia, ketika pemerintah-pemerintah itu tidak memperhatikan rakyat bisa melakukan boykot produk-produk Israel atau yang pendukung Israel atau negara-negara pendukung Israel. Namun demikian, negara tidak cukup hanya melakukan seperti yang rakyat lakukan, banyak hal yang bisa dilakukan oleh negara.
Despite Israel's ongoing attacks on Palestine, global support for Palestine and widespread criticism to Israel are intensifying. The KSAP of the House ensures to continue to advocate for Palestinian peace in various global forums. Ken Enranga, TVR Parlemen, report.
Commission 1 of the House welcomed a visit from a Japanese delegation focused on strengthening bilateral relations between the countries. The discussions covered a range of topics to expand cooperation across various sectors.
Chairperson of Commission 1 of the House, Mutia Hafid, supports the Indonesia-Japan partnership focusing on expanding opportunities for Indonesian skilled workers. She explains Japan is open to increase the cooperation as 80,000 Indonesian skilled laborers are currently working in Japan. Therefore, Mutia welcomes the proposal for cooperation, hoping this agreement will have a positive impact for Indonesians.
Mengatakan sangat senang dan juga ingin meningkatkan kerjasama di bidang ini ke depan dengan membuka lapangan-lapangan kerja lainnya yang kira-kira bisa diisi oleh tenaga terampil dari Indonesia. Saya rasa ini baik, jadi kita akan secara bertahap mengurangi tenaga kerja informal ke beberapa negara. Kita bisa geser ke Jepang, tapi harus kita latih dulu supaya mereka menjadi skilled worker ya. Dan juga mereka berjanji bahwa skilled worker Indonesia yang bekerja di Jepang nanti ketika pulang bisa dipermudah untuk kerja di perusahaan-perusahaan Jepang. Jadi yang ada di Indonesia. Jadi ini juga menurut saya salah satu langkah kesepakatan yang tadi amat bermanfaat untuk masyarakat kita.
In addition, the meeting also addressed strategies for cooperation in defense, transportation, and agriculture. Commission 1 of the House will urge the government to accelerate cooperation as discussed in the meeting. Dodi and Bondan, TVR Parlemen, report.
We still have more updates from Commission 1 of the House right after the break, so stay tuned on House News. Commission 1 of the House and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have agreed to establish a working committee to discuss and finalize 5 defense cooperation bills. The ratification of these bills is seen as a proactive step in response to the growing geopolitical competition among major powers.
Member of Commission 1 of the House, Hasbi Ansori, emphasized international cooperation is a strategic step to strengthen national resilience in terms of military defense and economy.
Intinya kami di Komisi 1 itu kan baru rancangan undang-undang ratifikasi. Nanti akan dibahas oleh Panja. Pada prinsipnya kami menginginkan di samping perjanjian untuk pertahanan, ada lagi nanti akan perjanjian untuk kepentingan yang lain seperti kepentingan ekonomi, kepentingan yang lain berikut ada efek lain daripada perjanjian ini. Kemudian kita menginginkan adalah perdamaian di dunia. Jadi dengan adanya perjanjian ini, kesepahaman dua belah pihak, baik dari segi pertahanan dan keamanan, tapi juga nanti ada efeknya terhadap ekonomi ke depan. Semua fraksi menyetujui bahwa ini akan dilanjutkan ke tahap berikutnya, sesuai dengan mekanisme dan peraturan perundang-undangan yang berlaku.
The defense cooperation agreements with these countries are intended to provide strategic benefits by enhancing defense capacity, advancing technology, facilitating joint research, and improving human resource capacity in the defense sector. Andri Triana, TVR Parlemen, report.
In response to a report of child abuse at a daycare center, Commission 10 of the House urges the government to strengthen oversight and regulations for daycares and childcare facilities.
Member of Commission 10 of the House, Nur Roji, regrets violence against children and toddlers continues to occur. Physical and sexual violence against children should be resolved immediately. On the other hand, he encouraged daycares must meet administrative standards and ensure regular supervision. The presence of daycares must be integrated into the legal framework, especially the Child Protection Law.
Apakah yang model begini ada di dalam undang-undang kita yang bisa perlindungan anak itu, yang ada undang-undang perlindungan anak, ada nggak istilah daycare itu? Kalau nggak ada, ditutup aja, jangan lagi memakan korban selanjutnya. Ini memang era ini berbagai macam istilah-istilah yang belum muncul sebelumnya, yang belum terbukti itu untuk perkembangan anak baik atau tidak gitu. Saya aja baru dengar daycare ini apa.
Furthermore, the House has requested relevant ministries to provide legal and psychological support for victims. The trauma suffered by victims must be resolved because these children are the nation's future. The governments must protect them to ensure their mental health and development are not disrupted by irresponsible individuals. Andri, TVR Parlemen, report.
The government has introduced health guidelines for processed foods and school snacks. Commission 9 of the House has proposed the government to collaborate with schools to regulate food and beverage vendors in school areas.
Member of Commission 9 of the House, Linda Megawati, agreed with the central government policy to monitor school snacks through the health regulations. This will help prevent and reduce the risk of excess consumption of sugar, salt, and fat among school children. Therefore, Linda demands Food and Drug Supervisory Agency, or BPOM, and schools to work together to supervise all snacks distributed in schools. BPOM and schools should also actively provide campaign on education to food and beverage vendors around schools.
Pihak sekolah mendatangkan BPOM minimal seminggu sekali lah untuk mengecek. Ya enggak, inspeksi seminggu sekali. Atau kalau misalkan ada tukang dagang yang menjual makanan yang tidak bisa diserap oleh tubuh atau kadarnya yang berlebihan, ya minimalnya kita dikasih informasi bahwa, atau kita tanya apa sih yang dimasukkan, zat apa makanan yang dimasukkan ke makanan ini, karena yang kita deteksi dari BPOM ini ternyata terdapat ABCD. Nah, dikasih peringatan, dikasih informasi. Yang kedua, kalau seperti itu aja ya mohon ditindaklanjuti atau ditindak tegas oleh pihak sekolah setempat.
Additionally, Linda Megawati added if unhealthy food and beverages are distributed freely around schools and are easily purchased by students, it will affect the health and development of students. Bondan Imana, TVR Parlemen reports.
When we return, we'll bring you more information on music and movies only on House News. In celebration of Indonesia's 79th Independence Day, young Indonesian artist Alfie Rev has launched his new work, The Guardian of Nusantara. The YouTube video has been praised for showcasing Indonesian history and culture.
Following his 2022 hit Wonderful Indonesia, Alfie Rev continues to showcase his exceptional music talent. The new project titled Guardian of Nusantara combines elements of traditional Indonesian music. In this work, Alfie collaborates with young Indonesian singer Novia Bahmi, featuring senior artist Once Mekel and cultural figure Sujiwo Tejo. The song's lyrics tell the story of the Garuda, the symbol of Indonesia, and highlight the transition of its legacy to the younger generation. The music video follows Wisnu, a young chosen to honor the Garuda, as he undertakes a challenging journey filled with obstacles. Alfie has utilized CGI to craft a visually music video with 12-minute durations. The Guardian of Nusantara has climbed to number 8 on YouTube Indonesia's trending list. The production of The Guardian of Nusantara was carried out at Candi Sukuh in the Karanganyar region. Alfie Rev and his team researched and consulted with historians who agreed that Candi Sukuh effectively represents the authentic era of Nusantara. The blend of traditional elements with modern technology in the video has attracted audiences, giving people understanding of the Garuda's historical and cultural values. It invites more people to explore and appreciate the rich heritage of Indonesia.
In honor of National Children's Day, the music group RAN released a children's album called Run for Your Kids. This album was created as a concern for Indonesian children who are exposed to adult music and children's songs in foreign languages.
Indonesian music group RAN is gearing up to release a new children's album titled Run for Your Kids. This album aims to bring back the charm of children's music in Indonesia. Asta Andoko from RAN explained, children's songs are deeply nostalgic and enrich his musical creativity. They bring joy and fun to childhood, which is why they are excited to bring this project to life. The album will feature 8 tracks consisting of 3 RAN songs, namely Good Morning, Sepeda, and Dekat di Hati. An iconic children's song from the 90s with a slight composition according to the era Macet Lagi or Si Komo takes the MRT and 4 voice-over segments from child psychologist Kak Seto. RAN's initiative comes in response to a growing concern about the lack of suitable children's music. many children are listening to adult theme song. Therefore, they wanted to address this gap by offering a selection of songs that are appropriate and enjoyable for kids. Interestingly, RAN also directly involves children's talent. This collaboration confirms RAN's visions of supporting the talents of Indonesian children in music by providing opportunities to create. These three children's talents were obtained through a selection process which was attended by hundreds of participants from all over Indonesia. The RAN for Your Kids album was released with child-friendly activities held by RAN at Urban Forest Cipete on July 23, 2024. This release date was chosen to coincide with National Children's Day. The group hopes the efforts will bring back the joy of children's music and offer positive values through their songs.
"15 years after the release of the original, the producer of the original Mamma Mia movie confirms the third installment is well on the way. One of the cast says the movie might be filmed in Croatia.
The first two movies, Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, released in 2008 and 2018. Both movies are now certified modern classics. The first movie tells the love story of Sophie, played by Amanda Seyfried and Sky, as Sophie finds into her mother's Donna's, played by Meryl Streep, cast in a bid to find her real father. The second film, Here We Go Again, revisits Sophie and her family 5 years later when she discovers she's pregnant. She then discovers into the history of how Donna got pregnant all those years before her, hoping to connect to her mother's pregnancy journey in the same hotel in Greece. There's no official confirmation just yet. However, Mamma Mia's original production team has spoken out about a potential third film and it all sounds promising. Most recently, Christine Baranski, who plays the iconic Tanya, gave a very exciting update about the next movie. Meryl Streep, the award-winning actor, offered a hopeful update on the threequel. She confirmed she's due to have discussions about the movie pretty soon. With two films behind it, the Mamma Mia title, based on the widely popular and long-standing musical, has proven to be a popular franchise for Universal Pictures, having tapped into the limitless potential of ABBA's music, and a line of talented actors who can deliver a rewatchable, easygoing movie experience.
And that's the House News for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of House News, only on TVR Parlemen.